Hello, lovely people. Thank you for watching my video. My name is Roel. I am a health and nutrition coach and a diabetes practitioner. And I post these videos because I like talking about health and I hope that I can inspire people to be as healthy as they can be. And I thought today I'd tell you a little bit more about myself. I'm not sure whether you're interested in that at all. That's why I haven't really done it before. I am Dutch, but I've been living in the UK since 1996, which is a long time ago. And although it doesn't seem that long ago, and currently I live in a small town outside Manchester. And I'm married. I live together with my husband, and I have two grown-up daughters and three lovely granddaughters as well, whom I have the pleasure of being with every Tuesday. So I feel really lucky that I can spend quite a bit of time with them. And hobbies, I like exercise. I do spinning and go to the gym, do some weights. I love a bit of jogging, swimming. Did I say swimming? Spinning, swimming, and walking. We don't own a car, so I do a lot of walking. And reading, I like cooking, and I love crafting, which always makes me sound a little bit old because knitting and crocheting, yeah, makes me feel like a bit of an old lady. But I hear that it's hip again and trendy with young people, so anyway, I don't care if it's naff, I like it. Right, I don't know what else to say about myself. If you want to know more, let me know. I used to work in banking and finance, but from 2013 I changed careers. I studied life science because I wasn't never really that interesting in finance, in the financial industry. I enjoyed working in it, but as a topic it didn't really interest me that much. So I studied life science and learned everything about the human body, how it works, and got completely fascinated by that. And then I specialized in ancestral health because I was just so interested in how we've moved away so much from our original way of living, which was actually our healthiest way of living, because you know every species has their own lifestyle that suits their biology, and ours would have been the lifestyle that our first ancestors would have lived, the hunter-gatherers. And then we became too clever for our own good, and we just moved away from that so much, and now we're all sick, fat and tired, and probably the most unhealthy species in the world. So that's why I got really interested in how did that happen? And yeah, I think I've come to the conclusion that it happened because we do have the intelligence to come up with all this shit that makes us ill, and a lot of it is to do with making money, unfortunately. But I'm more interested in what can we do about it, and that's why I chose this career, and absolutely love it. It does feel like in Holland we have a saying, and I know the Dutch sayings translate really badly in another language. It makes them sound really weird, but I think you can get this one. In Holland there's a saying that goes mopping the floor with the tap still running. And sometimes my job feels a little bit like that, whereas, you know, for every person I help to prevent, to avoid type 2 diabetes, or every person I help to reverse type 2 diabetes, there's, you know, another 100 people who are being diagnosed with pre-diabetes or diabetes. And so that can be a little bit frustrating. So that feeling that, you know, you're trying to mop the floor dry, but the tap's still running. And but I still get so much satisfaction from seeing people, you know, change their life completely and get such great results that are literally life-changing, things that they weren't able to do before, just feel completely different, not have the complications that you get when you're overweight and you have high blood glucose levels. So yeah, I will continue to do it, and I do feel although very slowly, I think the tide is turning a little bit, where more and more people start to realize that this lifestyle that we've created for ourselves is actually not serving us. More and more articles now about ultra-processed food and how that is badly affecting our health. So who knows, maybe within my lifetime I will see sort of more awareness of this, and in the meantime I just crack on and hope to give people the power to change their health. And everybody has that power, just not many people realize how much. If you're diagnosed with a disease, then, and you're being prescribed medication, then, you know, I can't blame people then for thinking that, you know, they just have to suffer that and there isn't much that they can do, and they're not actually often being informed that there is something that they can do. But it all comes down to lifestyle, and I've chosen to specialize in diabetes because blood glucose levels are at the heart of your overall health. It's linked to everything. It's linked to your mental health, it's linked to your heart health, it's linked to your digestive system. There isn't a health condition that can't be linked to glucose levels. And if you start living your life in a way that promotes healthy blood glucose management, then I think you will put everything in place. You'll get all the other things happening that are supporting your overall health. And so that's why I am so interested in diabetes and blood glucose. And so it's just a matter of finding out what you can do to optimize your blood glucose levels and keep them nice and low. That's where they should be. And it isn't really very complicated. And also, you'll be pleased to hear that it doesn't have to ruin your life. And you might think, oh yeah, right, well then I have to stop doing everything I love doing and I have to start doing a whole lot of stuff that I don't want to do. But I don't think it has to be like that. I think there is a balance to be found where you can live a lifestyle that supports good health, but where you can also let your hair down every now and then and enjoy a few things that may not be necessarily great for your health. And trust me, I do that myself, and I think it's important. Otherwise, yeah, what's the end goal if you start living a life that feels like a chore and hard work? And you may avoid illness, but if you're feeling miserable, then that's also not great. So yeah, that's what I'm all about, to help people to find that kind of lifestyle, and in a way that that is not stressful, easy. And that's why I do these videos. That's why I do regular webinars. They are free webinars. I do them via Zoom. I will put the link to the next one below this video. It is about how to prevent type 2 diabetes. And by the way, all this time I was talking about type 2 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is not preventable. Type 2 diabetes is preventable, which is actually a shocking thought. I mean, shocking in a good way, but shocking in terms of, if, you know, everybody would avoid getting type 2 diabetes, then if they knew how to. So I'm not blaming people for getting type 2 diabetes, just that they haven't had all the information or been given the opportunity to try out a few things to avoid it. But if people did, then, for example, the NHS wouldn't be in the pickle that it is in now, because it costs the NHS billions every year to deal with people who are diabetic and all the complications that come with that. So yeah, I do feel that it has such an impact on people's lives directly by, you know, feeling ill and have no energy and getting the complications of diabetes, but also indirectly with, you know, the burden that it puts on our society with people being ill. So the webinars, the next webinar is Thursday the 17th of October, which is coming week, Thursday, 8 o'clock UK time. I think that's called BST. And feel free to join. If you can't join and you want to know when the next one is, just let me know, or keep watching these videos, or subscribe to my newsletter. I'll maybe, yeah, I can put a link for that down below as well. every week is a lie, not every week. I try to do every week, but I don't. Send out an email with a few things that I think you might find interesting, health related. I always talk about something I've been reading or listening to that week. I always talk about some food that I've been eating that week and the benefits of it. And I always publish my webinars in there as well. So join me for those emails, and trust me, I'm too busy to spam you, so you're not going to be spammed with a lot of emails. Right, I think that's all I wanted to talk about, and I'd like to keep these videos a bit short and snappy as well. In the webinars, I've got an hour to talk, so if you want to hear more about how you can avoid diabetes, and don't think that it doesn't relate to you because you've never been told that your blood glucose levels are too high. Most people's blood glucose levels are too high just because of what we consider now to be a normal lifestyle is one that promotes high blood glucose levels. So you still might find it very interesting even if you're not aware. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Don't forget to set yourself one little goal for this week, a little action goal. What is it that you're going to do this week that's going to help you to be the healthiest person you can be? Don't make it too complicated. Don't make it too hard, because then you're probably not going to do it. But do something. Be in action mode, because that feels better, and when you feel better, you do better. Right, take care, lots of love, see you in the next video, bye.